today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the National Football League.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Hey, 60, check. 72. 50, check 50. Hatchet, hatchet.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
On down.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch him, you tackle him, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. 2nd down and goal. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Touchdown.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score always in it. Exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard.
today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now he has... brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for two to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for two. They did. They're in control. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. First little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot them.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and
on 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3. It's 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Blesson Austin. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out out there chasing the football.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Intended for
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And here's Darnold to keep it.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
8. Jets, nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
1-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes firing complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Basham gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following. The sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that will be incomplete
clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's second down.
20-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
And that's a terrific score. And now...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian McDougal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 14.
Sammy Watkins, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly. And
now they're going to fake it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Gore. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know we can't hear what... going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play.
And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
46,
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The tight end of the ball carrier.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darnold to his tight end, Chris Herndon on the touchdown pass. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. Darnold. That's caught at 2.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And, oh!